ॐ गणनां गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थाने सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ हर हर नमः पार्वती पदे हर हर महा। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We were seeing yesterday the limitation of earth and calm purushart. Please note, we are not saying that earth and calm purushart is useless. We are not saying they are redundant. We are saying they are not the end purushart. They are not the end of that. Normally, if the generally earth is for calm, I earn so that I can enjoy. And because of enjoyment, I have to earn again. So when earth and calm are mutually for each other, they take the jeev to destruction. Because there is no limit of that. Earth Purusharth is ego oriented and calm Purusharth is enjoyment oriented. And the risk of this is that there is nothing called this much and not more. I mentioned yesterday that Vasana and situation don't match. You satisfy my Ahankar, after that my Ahankar will be increased, and after that I want more satisfaction from your Ahankar. Earlier you were giving this much attention, I was happy. Now I want this much attention. then I want this much attention. So Earth Purusharth don't think is only money. It's a ego oriented where you want to become big. And calm Purusharth is the one through which you enjoy. And one verse comes in almost every Puran. न जातु कामः कामानाम उपभोगेन शाम्यते हविषा वर्त इव भूय एव अभिवर्धते. Like if you put the ghee in the fire will blaze up. Similarly, by fulfillment of desire, desire will also blaze up. It is not getting expression, that is another point. But once it gets expression, it will blaze up. And it will take the person to rebirth. So there are three faults. Atriptikaratvam, Dukh Mishritatvam and Bandhakatvam. In the calm Purusharth, there are three major faults. First is Atriptikaratvam, it is not going to satisfy. Second is Bandhakaratvam, it ties you with that enjoyments, irrespective of whether my prarabdhas or not. Atriptikaratvam, Bandhakatvam, and Dukh Mishritatvam, that it is always mixed with some sorrow. There is no enjoyment which is not pierced by sorrow. Because Sukhata Kriyate Rama Bhoga Paschadhan Sharire Roga. So, this is a dangerous point. So, anybody who is a papi has made calm and earth as Purusharth. Papi means when my desires have grown, I encroach your area and snatch your right. If I confine to my prarabdha that this much is my prarabdha, I am still controlled. But every papi is not concerned about what his prarabdha boundary line is. He encroaches somebody else's, whether he was Ravan, whether he was Hiranyakashipu, whether he was Hiranyaksh, or whether any corrupt politician is there, or a dacoit is there, or a thief is there, or an angry person is there. Anger is born out of mutilated desire. That desire which prarabdha has not fulfilled makes a person angry person. And I told yesterday that it is impossible that all your desires will be fulfilled. Please note this point. It is a highly, what shall I say, imaginative and wrong concept that my desire should be fulfilled. And therefore, scripture brought the dharma aspect in between to curtail these faults of the desire and the security. They said that the earth and calm should be born out of dharma and it should be for dharma. Then the circuit will be complete. I enjoy what is dharmic and I am getting security from my dharma. Dharma is the cause of security. Dharmo rakshati rakshita. And my enjoyment is taking to more dharma. Get my point. So now the center of earth and karma is not enjoyment, but it is something called dharma is there. In dharma, I remember yesterday, one aspect is that I won't hurt anybody. Second aspect is purification of the mind. Third aspect is surrender aspect is there. I can't make myself secure. I give the issue to the God. I am a strong contributor rather than a consumer. Moment you want to contribute more, your enjoyership will has to be lessened. Moment you want to give more, you will not be caring for your security as well as you will care for other security. So dharmic person is a safer person. He's a saner person, he's a safer person. Because his vritti doesn't want between vritti and expression, there is a immigration test is there. Is it required? Is it will it take you to more desire? So you brought into your personality the process of little thinking. You have held yourself. Drudhatu is there, to hold. When you hold yourself, you have a bigger fulfillment and satisfaction. Where ordinary person is falling, you have risen above it. Remember yesterday I used the word, he has risen above it. Not that dharma and purusharth, dharma and kam, they are a means for dharma. Arth and kam are the means for dharma and not the independent end. Like fire and water should not be independent. Water should have always a bank, otherwise it will flood and drown everything. Similarly, fire also should be restricted fire. Moment the restricted fire is there, it can cook food. But if it is a wildfire, it can burn the whole thing. So earth and calm are like, calm is like the fire, earth is like the uncontrolled water. They need a strong control of dharma with that. Dharma is like the bank and dharma is like the periphery on which the lamp lit. ठीक है? Once as there, they said, बोले स्वामी जी से निवेदन करते हैं, इनॉग्रेशन वाज देयर, कि वो लैंप में आग लगा दे. So, so आग लगाना अलग है और लैंप लिट करना अलग है. आप आग मत लगाइए. आग लगाना मतलब अनकंट्रोल्ड फायर इज देयर. You have to. They don't know proper Hindi. Maybe simple thing is there. They don't know. So they could have said, आके दीप प्रज्वलित करें. ये ज्यादा ठीक है. Please light the lamp of knowledge. No, don't put the lamp on fire. That is another thing. So earth and calm are very, very dangerous purusha. But as a means and dharma, it is extremely. You need money for dharma. Please note, Lakshmi ji is highly worshipped because she is the consort of Narayan. Without Narayan, she travels on an owl. With Narayan, she is on Garud. So without Narayan, that means it will sick and make you an owl. बोले दिमाग खराब हो गया पेसिस का. So this was just a small point. I am repeating it. Please note, it is not useless. You can do a lot of seva with your dharma. I mean, with your. It should be restricted by the banks of dharma purusharth. Please note, circle you see. Now it is not a vicious circle. It is a conclusive circle on the center called dharma. And dharma is now for moksha. Dharmasya hi apavargasya. This line comes in Srimad Bhagavat. Dharmas hi apavargasya. Now, dharma made you free from various areas. And dharma, now you don't have you are not tempted. You are not the one who fall for any calm and earth purusharth. Earth purusharth, now Ishwar will take care. And calm purusharth, my requirements of my senses and my mind and ego is minimal. Ego maintenance cost is not there. He doesn't need maintenance. If you don't need ego maintenance, you can live alone. You can live without work because work gives you identity, so you don't need a work. Minimum attention your mind needs. Maximum attention you can give to the self. Emotionally, if you make yourself attention free, you can give lot of attention to the self. And here is where role of teacher enters. Till dharma purusharth you can do with your willpower also. You don't need lot of teaching. But teacher's attention is that what you have mixed the anatma and atma, and you are now seeing that you are searching the security in the insecure shapes, and you are searching the anand where is not of the swarup of anand only. Yesterday's point, and now he has time and potential and energy to give attention exclusively on sadasad vichar, chit jad vichar. It's not going to be an operation at my mental zone. So you have to be free from other areas. Operation requires that you should not move. You should be still. है ना? Operation requires that you should surrender to the doctor. It requires you should be empty stomach. If you are operated, doctor will say, please don't eat last night. Or 24-hour, 12-hour, don't drink water also. Hmm. Maybe your blood pressure should be okay, diabetes should be okay. They will check it on that day also, previous day also, so that during the operation it is not disturbing. Similarly, now going to the teacher is offering myself to the operation. Surrender now. I will come to it now. And now I need a means of knowledge which was called Praman, not Pranam, Praman. Bole Pratyaksh Pranam. It is Praman, not Pranam. Praman. Praman. Man is there. Pra upsarg is there, therefore it becomes na becomes na in Sanskrit. Ramanam, not Ramanam. Ramanam. If na is preceded by ra, na becomes na. There is one sutra there. हाँ ठीक है ना प्रकर्षेण र इज कमिंग नॉट प्रकर्षेण प्रकर्षेण नहीं है प्रकर्षेण नॉट न ट थ ड ड ण C5 ट थ ड ड ण so this is where now you are going to be exposed to unconventional praman called Vedic Shabd Praman. I'm repeating it. Please be careful about that. Upanishad is not one of the philosophies. Because in philosophy there is a propounder-propounded relationship. And this is transmitter-transmitted relationship. Now get my point. I had talked about Vedas yesterday. Although that was a very short description, my topic is not there. So I will not talk a lot, but main thing is that Vedas are apaurushaya. Apaurushaya means huh? Not made even by Ishwar. Because if Ishwar will make Vedas, then before that, that knowledge was non-existent. And it was heard by the rishis. Any religion person, any prophet can say that my religious book also I heard from God. Everybody claims. Every religion's prophet or whatever they are, they say this book is a religious book and it was heard by me. By God has given this knowledge. I'll tell you how much there is a fallacy in their statement. Every religion is started. So there was, before the Bible was not there. That means if Ishwar is there, then Ishwar's Shabd has to be Nityam. If that particular religious book was not existing, and you say that Ishwar told, I asked you before that somebody heard or not. Throughout the creation, that particular thoughts were not there. That means it was not Ishwari. For Ishwari should be there, that word should be Nitya. Therefore, Vedas are Nitya. Therefore, it is called Sanatan. It is not started by any prophet or any Acharya. You got this point? So, our Mool Pustak is Vedas, not Bhagavad Gita. So in the court, they will give Bhagavad Gita that I take the oath of Bhagavad Gita. But actually, it is the Mool Granth is Vedas. Bhagavad Gita is only from the Vedas. So keep a Praman Buddhi on Vedas, not a book Buddhi. I'll come to it. Now, with this Praman Buddhi, you will enter into the Upanishad. Yesterday you heard there were 4 Vedas. Depending on the meter, the portion which has a metric composition, that was called Rig Veda. Richa is there, Rik. Huh? Yajur also is there, which is prose composition. Sam is which can be sung, not sham, Sam. Sam, ha, hu, like that. And Atharved is there, which is from Atharvan Rishi was there. Just get little information. Later on, I will elaborate if time happens. So it is not 3 things I told about Vedas yesterday. It is a Nishchit Shabd Rashi. It has Anupurvi and it has Uddat and Anuddat. Uddat and Anuddat is there because the frequency of the sound wave will decide the object of that mantra. Therefore, it becomes powerful. If you hear the chantings of the priest, you will see that they are going up and down like that. Now, from that Yajurved, there is one Upanishad called Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Bole acha? Yes. When will we start getting so late? So, before that, I will come to the point called Upanishad. Upanishad. I'm repeating it, it's a technical word. What is the meaning of Upanishad? Like any knowledge is there. Like I say, geography, Bhugol. So it tells that it is about something about geo, something about earth, is there. Zoology, it is about animals. Botany, it is about plant. Hmm. So you can make it out that this is subject matter of this. From that word, subject is called. But Upanishad is not like that. Upanishad tells much more. What is that Upanishad tells? eh? Upanishad tells what? Upanishad tells that there is one root called Sad in this. Sad. In Sanskrit, there are roots. Like Anju word is there. Anju kahan gayi? In that Anju, Anj is the dhatu there. Anj. So everything is like Anand word is there. Nand is the dhatu. So Upanishad has which dhatu? It is called Sad. Not sad. Sad. Sad dhatu is there. Sad dhatu has 3 meanings. What are the 3 meanings? Visharan, Gati, Avasad. Very good. Vivek ji is in form. Good. So Visharan means, dhyan dena, Visharan means to destroy. Gati means that which takes us to. And Avasad means to loosen. Well, I did not know so much is there. Dhyan dena. Please be careful, especially Sanskrit students. Upanishad is noun or verb? Noun is there. So although root is there, so root, when pratyay is added to a root, it becomes noun or verb. Kridant it can become, tadit it can become. Just for Sanskrit, don't worry if you can't catch it. Like Ram Dhatu is there. Not English Ram. Ram Dhatu is there. So, in that Ram Dhatu, Ghaya Pratyay will make it Ram. ठीक है ना? एंड घय प्रत्यय हो गया तो राम हो गया, कृदंत हो गया फिर. And Ram you can decline Rama, Rama, or Rama, etc. Well, don't teach all these things. No, just here because it is required. It is required. How that root has become the word here. This is what this issue is there. Okay. On the Ram or on Pat Dhatu is there. Pat. Ting Pratyay, if you it, there is something. If you add Sup Pratyay and Ting Pratyay. So Pat will now be Pat will cannot be independently used. It is not usable. Like gold directly you cannot put on. You have to do something, add something, which you melt it. So then you add thing, then you will bring padati padta padni padsi padta padta padta. What? Pathami pathao pathama. So dhatu has to be suffixed by something to make it usable word in short. Now got it? No? This much you understand. Now here what is the dhatu? Sad. How come the sad dhatu has not been put any suffix here? There is one pratyay called quip pratyay, not quick. Quip. Quip pratyay, without changing the dhatu, it converts into a noun. Converts the verb into noun without adding tita, etc. Like example, English example. Like cook, to cook is a verb. But without adding anything, cook also becomes a noun. Got it? You have to cook is a noun, is a verb. But it can become a noun also, to cook. To cook, he's a cook. Crook and crook. To be crook. But he's a crook. So here without adding something, it has become a noun. So here sad quip pratyay is used. Quip. Some are Sanskrit people, therefore I am just talking. And even if you don't art, you should know little thing. It's interesting. Well, okay. When will we start? Wait. It's going on. It is a process. Knowledge is a very slow process. It's a slow, gradual, systematic, highly evolved process has been followed. You'll always have a hunger remaining, otherwise this I'm not clear. There are prefixes called up and ni is the prefix to sad. Not English ni. So up and ni plus sad. When sa is preceded by e or u, sa becomes sha. Like some is a word is there, some. But if you prefix su with plus some, it will not become susam. It will become sushama. Sushama, not susama. You will not know the brilliancy of this language unless we know it. The pronunciations are very polished. सुषमा अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है बोलने में, उनको लगा क्योंकि ऊ आ रहा है पहले, तो उसको स को श कर दिया. So सुषमा, विषम, not विषम. Visham, sa has become sh, मूर्धन्य sh it is called. बोले नहीं, वो सा जिसका पेट फटा वाला सा नहीं, हिंदी वाले ऐसा बोलते हैं. बोले पेट फटा वाला सा, वो नहीं, वो sh, मूर्धन्य sh. One is called sh, one is called sa, one is called talavya, one is called dantavya, that is called murdhanya. Okay. So now this Upanishad, what you will say Upanishad, don't say Upanishad. Upanishad. I told you every day our pronunciation should be little better. Don't say Ganges, Himalayas. It is not Himalayas, it is Himalaya. Ganges came from Himalayas. It is Himalaya. एक दो बात आप ध्यान देना. Upanishad, earlier there was no book available. This paper book has come much recently. Bhojpatra had come. They started writing. It was transferred from the teacher to the disciple. And in the mind of the teacher, all the Upanishad were there in his memory form. And then he transferred that knowledge. But he did not transfer the words merely. He transferred the vision. I hope you are catching my point. Well, no, I'm not catching. Like I say, Kekai gave exile to Bhagwan Ram. Kekai ने भगवान राम को वनवास दे दिया और भगवान राम वनवास चले गए. This is a word. But vision is different. Vision will be to establish the dharma. To establish the dharma, and dharma is based on agya. Dharma is based on kritagyata. Dharma is based on tyag. Now, this elaboration about that one event to bring into the agya, tyag, kritagyata aspect, this is called vision. And vision is not wordy. Vision is not a particular word. Are you catching the word vision? It's a good word. So teacher was not transferring the verbal knowledge only. He was more a vision invoker. And this is a difference between preacher and teacher. Preacher will say, speak the truth. Satyam vada. Now, teacher will take 1 hour to tell what is the truth also. There is where the guru's role come into picture. And there is where books won't work. Many things are not written and cannot be written in the books. And books were not there. So this is called parampara. He was not putting something in the mind of the disciple that these are the words you have to by heart it. So Upanishad was the vision of oneness of the self. Let me tell you, it can be in any language. Language is not the issue there. Somebody told Gurudev, why you teach in English in Sandipni, Mumbai? He said, if required, we'll teach in Urdu also. The point is not that which language is there. Point is, he's a vision. You don't think about your mother in a language. When I talk about your mother, it's not some language is required to know the emotion or the idea behind a motherhood. I hope you are catching my point? It was a vision transformation. Oh, how that teaching would have been. You just think no. So there was nothing called somebody was looking down. Why? Because there was no copy, no book. No copy, no book. And so easy after that because he will say automatically he will know that this is that mantra he's talking about. And therefore sutras were there, aphorisms, because it is easy to by heart. Athato Brahma Jigyasa ityadi. So the education system was very evolved. So he could focus now. So Upanishad is the name of the knowledge or the vision. Vision of oneness of the self. I'm repeating it. When the moment I say Upanishad, one book comes in our mind. A wordy book comes in our mind. Words are vision carriers. Words per se have no meaning. They are the one which carry the vision. Generally, we feel it's a words. Upanishad is a word. चले आगे ना. Now, please note, this topic is about that self about which moksha purusharth is going on. Topic is not anything else. Okay, and this is also called Vedanta. So, Ant means Sar, which is the Sar of the Vedas. Like you said, this is my last point to say. It is not a physical last, it's a conclusion. Its main, बोले अंतिम निर्णय मेरा यही है. अंतिम means it final. Final means main issue. So three meanings of sad was there, if you remember. One was nash. So Brahma Vidya Avidya Nashika Bhavati. So this Brahma Vidya is the destroyer of Avidya. And because avidya is the cause of samsara, therefore samsara api nasha bhavati. Samsara ekar nasha bhavati. Even the samsara means birth, death, I'm happy, I'm not happy, fear, anxiety, competition, jealousies, sorrow, bereavements, minus. संसार बहुत बड़ा है ये. All are contained in the word samsar. In samsar, sru dhatu is there. Shru means sarpane, to slither, like the snake goes like that. So slipping from one eye to another eye. I'm not saying going, I'm saying slipping. In Vedanta, we are very conservative about the words. Slipping will be, you don't know where you'll slip. Like this, verandas are there, staircase are there. Be very careful while walking. Somewhere railings are there, somewhere it is not there. You hold somebody and let him fall. You hold. Because in slipping, you were wrong. You didn't know what you are putting, and you didn't know that you have lost control. You slipped unconsciously. Some mistake of putting the feet was there. I thought the staircase is over, but it is not over. So therefore, the law of please don't look up while walking. Look down. Because you don't know staircase has ended here. It is ending, it is like this, and he has gone like that. So you slipped, you fell down. Descending is something, falling is something. When you go down, you are descended. But by mistake, not seeing something, and you are suffering because of that, then it is falling and slipping. You can fall in the well and you can descend in the well. One has forgotten that there is a well, he fell down. One who wanted to protect, he took avatar in the well. He came down. That is descending. And he said, Tesham aham samudharta. Mrityu samsara sagara. So Sru Dhatu is there in samsara world. You slip from one anxiety, 9 o'clock, I am angry. 5 o'clock, I am sad. Then I am very excited. Then I am very anxious today. I have one question. Can we take bath in the Ganges or not? This is my question now. Because I don't know whether I'll come again or not. Well, the mind is such a monkey. Wherever it goes, it thinks of something else. In Ganges, you will think, I think I should not have come. Too much of mud is there. I should have gone there only. I don't know what to do. We should have some program also about this. Can I go out and purchase something for house people or not? Nothing will get Uttarkashi. Take Ganga Jal, that's enough. And that in this big bottle, homeopathic bottle. They say, what you have brought? The Ganga Jal. Boli Ganga. But Sru Dhatu is there. Anxiety, worry, happiness, joy, fear, sadness came up. Pride came up. It contains a lot. So samsaram nashyati. That is Brahma Vidya. One point. I hope you are getting. So Brahma Vidya destroys samsara. So sansar nashini. How? Because it is agyan nashini. Agyan nashanat samsar nasham bhavati. Because of the destruction of the ignorance, samsara go away. This is one meaning. Other meaning was gati. So which leads to Brahman. So Brahma Gamayati Brahma Vidya, which takes to Brahman, is called Gati. And this Brahman is Ananda Swarup. And therefore, Brahma Prapti is Ananda Prapti. So Brahma Vidya means that which takes you to Brahma or Anand. So one meaning is Dukh Nivritti. And second meaning is Anand Prapti. So Dukkham Avasadhyati, Anand Prapyati. It destroys the sorrows and takes you to Anand. Therefore, we saw the three meanings of the root called Sad. Only what is the third one? I forgot. Avasadan, Shithil, loosen, loosen. It loosen birth and death. You have lost, loosening. Ahankar is loosened ahankar. Attachment is loosened attachment. Not destroyed, loosened. He is not very, very attached. He is not very obsessed. That is called loosened. Shithilikaranam is there. Okay. This is the meaning of Sadhatu. Please note my point. When you hear zoology, history, physics, metaphysics, engineering, it tells about the content of that particular knowledge. But here, this Upanishad word is not telling the content. It is telling it is the agent. Agent of destruction of avidya. Agent means doer. Is a doer of taking to Brahman. See the beauty here. It is not telling that in this knowledge there is Brahman only. By the Sad word, and this all comes in Vedas. Ityupanishata, again and again this word comes. Ityupanishata. It is agent, it is the doer. काम करने वाली विद्या है ये काम करेगी. It is operator. Oh, okay. I hope you are understanding. So Sad word is telling about the agent, and Pip Pratyay converted the root into agent. Like Ghai Pratyay converted into Ram, Pratipadik is there. Then Rama will become agent. It is doer. Rama Gachati. Upanishad. Sanskrit words are heavily loaded words. But in such a small word, so many things are told. This is the beauty. Still, Upsarg is remaining. What, sir? Upsarg. Prefix. Oh, I'm in a fix. It is prefix. Up and ni. What is the meaning of up and ni? Up indicates the method of gaining the knowledge, and ni indicates the condition of that knowledge. Ni indicates the condition of gaining the knowledge, and up indicates the method of gaining that knowledge. One is method, other is condition. What is that? Please tell me in detail. See, objective sciences are there. You can have lot of ego, still you can be good doctor, good engineer, good scientist. So your ego is not an issue. If you can still be angry, still you can be knowledgeable. I have seen very very angry doctors. I have seen. Hmm. Some patients are also very irritating. Very difficult to remain cool with those patients. Very irritating patients. You tell, and again they will ask the same question. Again you tell. Then they will forget the prescription. बोले प्रिस्क्रिप्शन कहाँ है? बोले हम भूल गए. क्यों लाए आप? हमें क्या पता कि प्रिस्क्रिप्शन कौन सी दवा हमने दिया था आपको? ऐसे क्यों आ गए आप? बोले बट आई हैव पेड. Paid is the money, not the prescription. They say some words like that. Irritating. So you can be. So knowledge is not opposed to your स्वभाव है. ध्यान देना. Here it is very serious matter. What is the matter here? Here knowledge is not objective knowledge. Knowledge will be taking in I and self. It is not I know, like I know a watch. Watch is different, I am different. I know that this is a hibiscus plant because I was studied botany. So hibiscus is different and you are different. And you need not be same, although you look like a plant. But you can be different. Sometimes, universities and animals are dissected also. Dissection goes place. Dissection. When you were studying frog, dissection was there. That wax tray was there. And frog was dissected. So you're knowing the frog, you have to dissect the frog. So frog was pinned in 4 places. and then you take it out and you dissect it, and you say this is liver, this is this. In the frog is dissected dead almost. Don't worry about that. It was given because if frog is alive, it won't allow you to dissect. You will get 0 marks. So chloroform was given, and the frog was fainting, or it won't be surviving. So you are knowing the frog, you are not the frog, although you hop a lot. So you are not the object what you are studying. And therefore, you need just an aptitude of that particular area, which is gauged by the competition. You go for MBBS exams, you go for IIT, you go for MBA. So know to whether you are fit for aptitude or not. Here it is not like that. Here it is very serious matter. Here the question is that the knowledge which I will be telling, it's not an objective knowledge. It will be about the subject I. And therefore, condition is you should be out of all external objects from your mind, because you cannot focus and give attention to that I on which Upanishad will be talking. And that makes it difficult. Because we are outgoing people. Eyes want to see, ear wants to hear, nose wants to smell. Here, Paranchi Khani Vyatranit Swayambhu Tasmat Parang Pashyati Nantaratman. You have to withdraw now, because we are going inside. It is not an objective knowledge. And therefore, here knowing will be being. At other places, knowing is not being. You are not a frog by dissecting a frog. And that is where students will thin out now. Or you will become lecturer at university because you have known the Upanishad knowledge. You will become a scholar. That is not the purpose of the Upanishad. You will become teacher of Upanishad, but you will not be Upanishad. Here you have to become the knowledge. You have to invoke that. And that requires much more serious qualifications now. And therefore, all the mental problems, I am angry person, or I have ahankar, or I have my laziness, this will be an obstruction for the knowledge, because knowledge will take in I, and I already is booked by some other thing, so it won't allow that thought to go there. So result will be, you will be only talking about Upanishad, you will never be the Upanishad, if you know it. That makes it little subtle portion. You need a withdrawn life after that. That means it becomes more high disciplines are required. Discipline is to ward you off from unwanted areas. Discipline is not to trouble you. Therefore, university also says, what is your discipline? That means from unwanted area, I have given up so that I can give my attention. I can take the thought of the teacher on the self. And I may not objectify Vedantic knowledge. To not objectify Vedantic knowledge, you have to prepare more, so that you are free from the thought of the objects of the world. That is called dispassion. And to indicate this, upward has been written. Upward. Indicate the method of gaining that knowledge. Guru Sadanam is called going near to the teacher. Well, why not? I'll study everything. Why I need a teacher? I'm very brilliant. Nobody understands, but I am. I'm very intelligent. I can go through it. I have a lot of books. I have all the CDs. I have all the talks. You can't understand everything. No, you can understand, no problem. But you can't stand under it. No, no, I didn't understand. What did you say? If I understand, I understand. No, point is not understanding. Point is one who understands should not be there. Your understanding should be without understander. What? Understanding is not a problem. No, if you're intelligent, you will know it. But I have known it. This thought will be there. You will objectify the knowledge. Then please get my point. The mode in which you go through the get the knowledge is very important than the knowledge. If by humility I have gone, so by listening only my ahankara comes down because I feel this knowledge has been given to me. It was conferred upon me. I'm not that intelligent. I have been conferred with that knowledge. So there is no doer of knowing that knowledge separately. But supposing you know that knowledge without being given through the parampara, that that will be there that I had known by myself. And this is where Upanishad is warning us. And therefore Bhagavan says tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. You go to the teacher, tad vijnanartham gurum ev abhigachet. Mundak Upanishad. Chandogya acharvan purusho veda. Why? Teacher is creating more the ground of putting that knowledge rather than the knowledge. Teacher's effort is mowing the plowing the mind rather than just sowing the seed. And therefore in 13th chapter of Gita, amanitvam adambitvam ityadi has come. Because that fertile ground was not there. More time takes in preparation. Everything it needs its specific methods and environment is required. The baby will grow in the womb of the mother only. Same baby, if you take it out and put in test tube out patangji, it cannot grow. It very less chances are there it will survive because the amount of warmth or the nourishment it can get and protection it can get, it won't get outside. Similarly, student is called in Sanskrit Antevasi. Good word is there. One who lives in with the teacher, in the sankalpa of the teacher. Like the baby is in the womb of the mother, so in the ashram, that student is living in the womb of teacher sankal. So he is creating a condition for that knowledge to happen, for the method of that knowledge, so that the weeds of ahankar will be taken out, laziness will be taken out. So ashram gives the environment of surrender. And therefore, if you read Prashnopanishad, teacher, who's the teacher there? Prashnopanishad? हाँ भाई बोलो आप लोग यार so quiet, you have heard everything. Pippalad ji said you stay here for 1 year, do the ashram work. After that you ask questions. If I know the questions, I'll answer. बोले नो भैया, I'm in a hurry. 12 o'clock flight is there. बोले भागो यहाँ से. Chandok is more worst. Worst means best. There, Indra, 33 years he goes and serves, tending the cows. Indra. 3 times. It is not a tuition that can be given. And therefore, if you hear that Gurudev walked and came here from Shivananji, and ultimately Taponji said, where is the letter? I again went away, again brought. You must have heard this. So tedious to walk and come twice, we would have run away. बोले हम नहीं पढ़ना, कहीं और पढ़ लेंगे. Who will spend so much of time going back and forth? 1 week it took to come. 1 week. This is creating a ground. This is mentioned by the word up. I hope you are catching this. Planting is not an issue. Have you created a ground? Plowing the field, if you have seen those who have worked in the fields, they plow the hole. Then the sunlight has to be there. The weeds have to be taken out. Then it is planted. Then the seeds are. So this is called up, going near the teacher. When I say near the teacher, is it physical nearness? Of course. Physical as well as mental. Become close to the mind of the teacher. Think from his angle. Talk from his angle. Leave your angle. Leave your own style. Because it's a subjective knowledge. Knowledge is a vritti which has to percolate all the areas and go in the self there. If you have ahankar, kam, krodh, rag, dvesh, that knowledge will rebound. It will reflect back. You'll at the most become a speaker then. You will become a speaker of something. Never become a speaker. Oop! Sat we already saw. When we saw Sat? Just now we saw Sat. Oh, so sad. So the methodology is very crucial. I used to go and take, the homeopathic medicine in my childhood. I don't know you have eaten or not. And one Dr. Joshi was so much condition. He said you cannot have onion, you cannot have garlic. Before the medicine, 1 hour you should not have anything. After that, you should not have anything. Then it will work. Otherwise, it won't work. And meditation, well, how much you take? 4. You take out of 4, 6 pills will come out. Then you take it back, 4 go out. So in this putting and going, lot of time went away. ज्यादा आ जाती फिर अगो अंदर अंदर चली जाती है. And the same approach somehow is of Ayurvedic also. You have to have a condition of the body where medicine work in that particular condition. It's not like allopathic medicine. Allopathic is like bombardment, firing कर रहे हैं. Are you getting? And therefore, I personally feel that one should spend lot of time with the teacher and don't do any sadhana, just obey for 1-2 years. At least 1-2 years of your life. Please just obey. People are in a rush for crash courses. They come unprepared. And they understand Vedanta because they are intelligent. But it is not subjective. It is objective. After hearing, they are the same nut. Earlier they were, वेदांत मतलब अज्ञानी फूल थे. नाउ दे आर ज्ञानी फूल. इतना ही डिफरेंस आ गया है. They were not knowing the subject, now they are knowing it. They have one more abhiman that I have known the Upanishads very well. That was not the purpose. You came without preparation. You have Rag, Dvesh, Kam, Krodh, Ahankar. You did not work on that. You are in a hurry to know it. You are inquisitive, curious. You have the knowledge, no doubt, but you are not the knowledge. You have the knowledge. Here having should not be, you should not have the knowledge. You should be the knowledge. Between have and am, there's a big mountain of Rag, Dvesh, Kam, Krodh coming in between. You have not worked on that area. And therefore, up word is a significant word here, which I hope you will appreciate more. ठीक है ना? नहीं ठीक है. पता पता बोले ये टेक्स्ट भी हो गया. टेक्स्ट खत्म होने से नहीं काम होगा. Where the sukh and dukh is experienced, there Brahma Vidya should go. It's a more critical matter. It is very internalized matter. Your ahankar is more internal than the knowledge. You have externalized the knowledge. Another word is ni. Ni indicates conditions for this knowledge. Means it should be nischay, clear, nishtha, nischay, nirnay. Where the knowledge has seeped inside with your nischay and nishtha, it is viparya pratibandh rahit jnanam. There is no samshay, there is no viparya. There is no doubt. Doubts have been taken out. You will know that the methodology of teaching is such that the teacher himself will raise the doubt and clear the doubt. You have heard in Bangladesh. After going in your room, you can again reflect. If you still there is there, you need to meditate, to internalize it. So, acha. So that is called apratibaddh jnanam. That is not unobstructed knowledge is there now you have. So Upanishad is that knowledge which will destroy sorrow and take you to Brahma if it is gained and assimilated by the teacher for a long time with nishtha and nishcha. Such a long sentence is there. Are you catching the depth of the word? Catch the depth of the word. Time is almost over. So you have breakfast, and after that I'll be very happy if you can write some of the points in one page only. So after 2 days we will have group discussion. So today's question is on one page. Don't have five, 6 pages. One page is there. 2 questions are there that describe the 4 purusharth. 4 purusharth. And when I say describe, I have to only tell which are the why, what is the limitation of first 3 purusharth and what is the use of first 3 purusharth. And second question is that you have to write on the Upanishad. Upanishad. So what is the meaning of Sad, Up and Ni separately? Try to complete in 1 to 1.5 pages. I will see the notes. If you have paper, it is fine. If you don't have paper, borrow from somebody. So you can give before tomorrow. You have full day. You can write, reflect. Try to get into that mode of understanding. This is only Manan Shravan Kal. Nothing else you have to do. Please don't think of other matters. Or chant Lord's name if you have Lord's name. Acha. Now, what is Brihadaranyaka? We will come to it now. Upanishad has been now seen. Is it clear? I hope all three words. Start from Sat, then come to Up, then to Ni. And always I want to know that what is the difference between the objective knowledge and subjective realization. In objective knowledge, you have to have aptitude. In subjective, you have to have attitude, proper attitude. In objective knowledge, you are always different than what the knowledge is. I know something else than me. In here, I am the knowledge. Third, in objective knowledge, after knowing, you know that I hardly know anything about the subject. In Vedanta, after knowing, you think there is nothing else to be known. Everything I have known. In objective knowledge, sorrows don't end. Sorrows will continue. Maybe you will be more sad because you are more qualified now and you are not getting a job. In subjective knowledge, there is no sorrow, no personality is not there. In objective knowledge, you need not have very pure mind to understand. It is external. It takes at external level of intellect. He is brilliant. He is very good in that. Intellectually, he is very good in that subject. You are more than intelligence. You need a very pure, surrendered mind, where teacher has an access to yourself. Like operation is doctor's access to your internal organs. He has access to your kidney. He has access to your stomach. He has access to your pancreas. So, in this knowledge, teacher has access to yourself. He is putting it here. Aham brahmasmi. ये इस अहम को हटा दो. अहम जीव, अहम कर्ता. यहाँ अहम ब्रह्मास्मि लगा दे. He'll by logic he'll put it. And therefore they have to come so far, study here and do seva and do this and that. Now that tradition is going away of serving, of staying with the teacher, having personal contacts, doing japa puja a lot, so that we are very well prepared. More a person is inquisitive now, and therefore, even after knowing Vedanta, person's sorrow does not go because it has not gone where it should have gone. You externalized Vedanta. So more we will see in our next class. Class is not over. We'll sit for some time for meditation. Please sit straight. No movement in the body. No tension on the forehead, eyebrows, lips, shoulders. master the sitting and the posture. Body, prana, and mind are interconnected. If one will move, all other will also move. Objectify the body. As if you are seeing somebody else. The practice of objectification of your body, mind, is a beginning of meditation. How can I be five elements? Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevachishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari